Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. One concerned citizen's call led the city of Hazelton to addressing mass shooting threats at both Arthur Street and the high school Saturday morning. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has the story.
Hazelton Mayor Jeff Cassat received information from a concerned citizen Saturday morning, ultimately resulting in the apprehension of a suspect responsible for Hazelton schools' mass shooting threats. The Hazelton Police Department came into the immediate possession of an intercepted message around 9 a.m. Saturday, threatening both Arthur Street Elementary Middle School and Hazelton High School with a mass shooting, pipe bombs, and a possible diversion plan.
That is something we do not take lightly. It is something that we take extremely serious, and we cannot just leave that be. We're responsible to make sure that our children are protected. There's no quality of life if our homes and neighborhoods are left unprotected and our children feel unsafe.
The mayor released a statement saying that, clearly in today's world, a threat of this nature must be taken seriously and thoroughly investigated, which is why he made contact immediately with Police Chief Jerry Speziale and the rest of HPD command staff, who quickly mobilized during those early morning hours to begin their investigation into the origin of the threat, protection of the public, and the individual or individuals responsible. HPD communicated and notified the district's police chief, Edward Harry, as well, who also offered assistance in the matter. Based on the preliminary investigation, an arrest warrant was issued for 28-year-old Christian Earl Deal of Hazelton for a felony in the 3rd degree of threat to use weapons of mass destruction. Deal was identified through the investigation as the alleged originator of the threat.
We kicked into gear. We utilized all the tools in our toolbox, and we tracked down the origin and tracked down the individual responsible for making this threat.
HPD utilized investigative methods and electronic surveillance searching throughout the day for Deal until he was located driving on 6th and Church Street just after 9 p.m. The vehicle being operated by Deal was towed, pending further investigation.
In today's society, these are serious situations. With the mass shootings that have occurred throughout the nation, we will never take this lightly. We will always err on the side of caution, and we will always protect our children and the public.
Deal was then apprehended and taken into custody, currently locked up at Luzerne County pending his arraignment and further investigation into these threats against the school district. Reporting in Hazelton for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Also over the weekend, Hazelton police responded to reports of shots fired near 5th and Peace Streets on Sunday. Police responded to the reports of gunshots at 2:07 Sunday afternoon. Police did not release many details about the incident. Chief Speziale said an investigation is currently underway. Anyone with information on the incident is being asked to contact Hazelton Police. A short early morning police chase ended with a 28-year-old Hazelton man in custody. Officers spotted a vehicle traveling east on West Mine Street, operated by a man known to officers to have a suspended driver's license. When they attempted to pull over Christopher Irizarry, he took off at a high rate of speed, ignoring stop signs and traffic signals and going the wrong way on various roadways. Irizarry pulled into a parking lot at West Green and North Lee Court, and he and a passenger were taken into custody without incident. Police say Irizarry was wanted on an active bench warrant out of Luzerne County for failure to appear on drug-related charges. Today we learned that one of the largest employers in Carbon County is laying off 15% of its workforce. According to KME's Vice President and General Manager, the layoffs took place so the company can stay competitive in an ever-changing market. It was back in 2016 when KME was sold to the Rev Group. In a statement released today, the company said it remains committed to their employees and the community. The actions that were taken will allow them to be strategic in the market, as well as the ability to grow and seek future opportunities within the industry. The layoffs affect KME's main location in Nesquehoning and its other location in California. The layoffs affect the direct and indirect labor forces. Residents in Pennsylvania are being urged to watch out for mosquitoes after a rare viral infection has been confirmed in Monroe, Carbon, and Erie counties. The State Department of Health making that announcement Saturday that Eastern equine encephalitis, or EEE, has made its way into the Commonwealth. The virus is carried by birds, and if a mosquito bites an infected bird, it can be transmitted to humans and horses. People can avoid mosquito bites by using bug sprays that contain DEET. Standing water should also be removed around properties to prevent breeding grounds. Symptoms of EEE include high fever, stiff neck, headache, and lack of energy. They typically appear 3 to 10 days after being bitten by an infected mosquito. Luzerne County Council is reviewing its debt repayment schedule and submissions from lenders. Under the existing debt repayment schedule, the county will owe $246 million in interest until 2029. If it chooses a new borrowing and restructuring plan, the county would owe $270 million through 2030 after making this year's payment of $25 million. County Manager David Pedri said it would provide money for an updated 911 communication system and for new voting machines. Council is expected to vote on introducing the ordinance at their next meeting, scheduled for Tuesday, 6 p.m., on the road at the Luzerne County Community College Campus Center in Nanticoke. Coming up on WYLN News, the Bloomsburg Fair is underway, and you can stick around and get a look, plus a football recap. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Fall arrived at 3:50 this morning, and temperatures starting to get a bit more fall-like. We'll be right back.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Thousands will head to Bloomsburg this week, and our Gary Perna was at the fair today and has a look at what you can expect.
It was another hot day at the 164th Annual Bloomsburg Fair. Fair President Paul Reichert said everything has been running smoothly so far.
Everything's gone fairly smooth. We have new personnel out in the parking lot to help organize that. and everything's in place. The entertainment on the free stage has gone very well. It's a regular fair day.
Over the weekend, thousands packed into the fairgrounds to try the food, take a chance on a game, or just walk around.
Well, I think a lot of it, they like the food. Number one, I think, two, with the free entertainment. It's like a reunion. I just talked to a person this morning, their friends are coming up from Atlantic City. It's like a big reunion, and they can't wait from year to year to come to the Bloomsburg Fair.
Many nonprofits also set up at the fair, like the Berwick Lions Club.
Our biggest fundraiser of the year, this right here. Yep. We do a lot of small events throughout the year, but this is our biggest fundraiser throughout the year.
And they have some pretty great food.
We have gyros made to order. We have chicken gyros. We have kibasi on a stick, kibasi and a pita with sauerkraut. We have hot dogs. We can do sauerkraut on them, chili, cheese, and we have a full line of cold beverages and hot beverages as well.
One of the busiest stands is Coors. Their famous orange drinks are flying out of the stand.
The first day we went through 12 cases. Saturday we went through 26 cases, and yesterday we went through 24 cases.
Wow.
Very much so. That's why you have the certain stations that you're at, and that's where you stay at, and that's what keeps it going.
So for you, what is it like working at the fair?
I enjoy it. I retired last year, and I've actually started here when I was 13. So I enjoy it, and I enjoy the people.
This stand is one of my favorites, so I had to ask, what's the secret?
All right, so I have to ask, this is one of my favorite drinks every time I come to the fair. What's the secret?
The combination of the ingredients, the orange juice, the sugar water, and the ice. If you put all those together with the measurements that we have, and you put it up on the blender, I love it.
After you get something to eat and a cool drink, you can head to a cool spot. The fair has a number of tents set up and cooling stations.
I feel very important to take care of our people who show up here. And today, could be a tough one. The scooters are pretty well rented out already, and because a lot of calls to our people is there's scooters on the grounds, and there is off the main parking lot.
This weekend and today was a really hot day at the fair here. So hot that officials even had to call in a rehab unit so people can stay cool thanks to the local fire and ambulance association. Fair officials say they'll do anything to keep everyone as cool and as comfortable as they can be here at the fair. In Bloomsburg, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
And if you're heading that way, enjoy. Coming up on Zion Grove's News Choice, tastes of Greater Hazleton in Community and You, plus a wrap-up of Week 5 high school football. Stay with us.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571. Bonanza Steakhouse, 574 Susquehanna Boulevard in Hazel Township, has an unbeatable buffet filled with something for everyone. Our menu includes the finest flame-grilled steaks, barbecue ribs, chicken, seafood, or sandwiches. You can add the buffet to any entree for a little more. Bonanza features daily specials. Join us Saturday and Sunday for our breakfast buffet that includes our famous omelet and egg station, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Chris and Ashley are working on a new Pocono Mountains magazine.
I hear they have a lot of stuff to pull together.
You know, we need a magazine.
Like a map?
Exactly.
Somewhere that shows all the great restaurants, date nights, girls' weekends, skiing, water parks, and maybe spas?
Exactly.
I have no idea where that could be.
Why not get your own copy of Pocono Mountains magazine at PoconoMountains.com.
Welcome to Community and You here on WYLN, everyone. I'm Gary Perna. Very pleased to have with me Leanne Falabelle, Vice President of the Greater Hazelton Chamber of Commerce. And today we're talking about one of my favorite events the Chamber puts on every year, the Taste of Greater Hazelton. And I really, really do like this event. So this is the 12th year. I can't believe that. I remember this starting back at the old Hayfee School. Yep. And it just watching it progress and grow over the years. So again, this will be Sunday, October 14th at the second year out at the Laura Mall, which was really good for you guys.
Yeah, it was a great location. We're very pleased with the change in the location last year. I think it's easier. It's a nice location, centrally located, plenty of parking. We had some mall traffic. A lot of people that were just coming to the mall that day, and ended up coming over and what's going on over here, and they're like, yeah, sure, give me a ticket. They didn't mind. They were happy. It was lunchtime, perfect time of the day, 12 to 3. So yeah, it's been a great, and Rocco and Lisa at the Laura Mall, they've been like wonderful to deal with.
So this is a great event. It really showcases a lot of the businesses, restaurants really in the Greater Hazelton area, and the great expertise they have here. And let me tell you something, they don't shortchange anything. You really get to taste some of the greatest food that they make. And this year you have a bunch of vendors who will be taking part in it.
Yeah, we have 16 businesses and restaurants throughout Greater Hazelton that are going to be taking part in it. And like you said, if you leave there hungry, there's a problem. Sometimes it's even hard to try everything, because we tell them, just a little tasting, because 16 businesses, that's a lot of food. But they like to give out a nice portion and really highlight what they have to offer.
And this is also really cool because you get a little bit of taste of everything that you may not always think of. I know last year my wife and I went through it. We stopped at a couple restaurants and we tried it, and we were like, we need to stop at the actual restaurant and try the dish that goes with this, which is really cool. So this is a great event, and it's not just sampling food and all that. There's a lot that goes on with the Taste of Greater Hazelton. There's some demonstrations, there's some things you're able to see, interact with some people. So this is a great afternoon out.
Yeah, we have some cooking demonstrations that are provided throughout the event. So the event starts at 12, but our first cooking demo is at 12:30. This year we're going to have the brass buckle. They're going to do a demonstration, as well as Giant. Giant's been they've both been participating in this event for several years, but this is the first year that Giant is going to be doing a demo. They have a new general manager out there, and they're very excited about it. Cool. So we're looking forward to them. And like you said, it's food. Also, the wineries, Honey Hole Wineries, they usually have wine available for sale that day, so you can try out all the different wines, decide which one you want to buy, and go home with a bottle or two of wine. So that's always very nice as well.
This is, again, one of those great events out at the Laura Mall. You have plenty of room to walk around, see what's going on with this. The 14th of October, so if you want pre-sale tickets that are out right now, you can stop at some businesses. The information's been up on your screen. Also, by calling the chamber. And there is a price difference too if you get them ahead of time compared to at the door.
Yeah, if you get them now, they're $18 in advance. They're $20 at the door, which isn't too much more, but you do save a couple dollars. The best place a lot of people get them is on our website, because you can just purchase them right on our website with the credit card, and then they're available for you at the door. But we have them at our office. Verastro Beer Distributor, who Pat Verastro is a huge supporter of this event, and he puts on quite the display at the event. Yes, he does. Seasonal beers, not just beers, but seasonal beers, drinks, non-alcoholic drinks, all kinds of good stuff he provides. So he has tickets available, and also at the Laura Mall they'll have tickets, and some participating businesses do as well.
Again, so it's Sunday, October 14th, so just down the road, not really that far that we're talking about it, from 12 to 3 out at the Laura Mall, the Taste of Greater Hazelton. A lot will be there. A lot of the great restaurants right here in the Greater Hazelton area will be there. There's so many of them. We're not going to sit here and name all 16 plus, but you do want to come out and try, because they do bring some of the great things. Do we have any clues of what may be available that day? Yeah. She had it on the back. It was a secret. We couldn't
yeah. I was trying to keep it from you. No, but no, we have a lot of different dishes. A lot of times the businesses like to do the seasonal stuff. Right. So we have some pumpkin bread, acorn squash with maple bacon drizzle, some fresh salads, a lot of seafood options. Halupki soup. One of the businesses does a famous halupki soup. So there's a lot of different things. I mean, it runs the gamut. Like I said, from wines to beers, soft drinks, and then all kinds of food, appetizers, desserts. A lot of them provide desserts. So It's really a delicious event.
It is. Again, and like Leanne said, if you leave there hungry, it's your own fault. I mean, literally, the portions are great. You have lots of food, some drinks, watch the demonstrations. It's a great afternoon out to really support some of these local businesses. You can get a little taste of them and be like, hey, we need to go there for dinner or for lunch. We need to try this out. It's always a great event put on by the Chamber. All the information is on the Chamber's website. It's been up on your screen. Make sure you check it out. Get your tickets ahead of time because you want to make sure you get tickets because this has sold out in the past.
Yeah, it sells out. And actually this year being the second year at our location at the Laurel Mall, I think that we were pretty close last year. So and in years previous we have sold out. So I do recommend that people get the tickets in advance.
Okay, I'll have to order mine when we get done with this. All right, so make sure you take advantage of this. This is Taste of Greater Hazleton, Sunday, October 14th at the Laurel Mall from 12 until 3. Did we miss anything else?
I just want to thank Wyln. You guys help with the demonstrations for the cooking demonstrations and all of our video for that.
We don't cook it.
They don't cook it.
We just tape it.
They tape it, but they have a great display for the people in the audience, and really it wouldn't be as nicely done and as professionally done without you. So we do appreciate that support.
Anything we could do to help the Chamber, and it's why we're here. So thank you very much for asking
thank
us
you.
so. Thank you for joining us here on Community News. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
Get ready for the 164th Bloomsburg Fair, September 20th through the 28th. The action starts Friday, September 20th with Preview Day and harness racing. Then more harness racing, full pull production, tractor and truck pull, and the first full day of fair action Saturday, September 21st. The fun continues all week with nightly entertainment on the Weiss Market Grandstand and rides and carnival attractions from Amusements of America. Plus modified truck, SUV, minivan, and figure eight racing Wednesday, September 25th. Horse pulling on Friday, September 27th. And the famous Demolition Derby Saturday, September 28th. Enjoy livestock, agriculture, horticulture, rabbits, poultry, arts, crafts, and more every day. And free entertainment throughout the fairgrounds all week long. Buy all-day ride passes, concert tickets, fair admission, and for a limited time, your weekly badges for just $35 at BloomsburgFair.com or call 570-387-4145. The 164th Bloomsburg Fair, September 20th through the 28th in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. Visit BloomsburgFair.com today.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton, everything to make your house a home.
On this week's Friday night high school football recap, the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack traveled into Cougar territory facing Hazleton. WILN's Ryan Osacci has the highlights.
Friday night, the Wilkes-Barre area Wolfpack traveled to Hazleton to face the Cougars for the first time in its history. Coming into this game, Hazleton's record was 1-3 and Wilkes-Barre's record was 2-2. The Wolfpack's very first touchdown at Harmon Guy Stadium came from Noah Taylor almost 8 minutes into the first quarter on a 27-yard run.
Noah Taylor in open field. He's going to go all the way for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. Wolfpack touchdown.
After a missed extra point, the score was 6-0 Wilkes-Barre. But the Cougars would answer immediately as quarterback Kellen Warner threw a 52-yard touchdown pass to freshman Matthew Casadas.
Deep downfield, he's got Casadas wide open. Casadas is going to go 52 yards for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. Cougar touchdown.
After a missed extra point, the score was tied at 6. A little over a minute into the second quarter, Kevin Molesky would put the Cougars in the lead on a 1-yard touchdown run. A missed extra point would make the score 12-6 Hazleton. Only 11 seconds later, the Wolfpack would answer with a huge play. Cam Taylor hooked up with Raphael McCoy on a 76-yard touchdown pass.
Taylor at quarterback, looking downfield for McCoy, got him! One man to beat! And McCoy eludes the tackler. He's gonna go 76 yards. With a spectacular effort by McCoy, it's a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria Wolfpack touchdown.
With a little over 2 minutes left in the first half, Hazleton found some offense as Lance Johnson would race 45 yards down the sideline to score.
He's up the sideline. He's got a first down and more. Johnson, one man to beat. He is is going to score a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria Cougar touchdown.
Kevin Molesky would convert the 2-point conversion on a pass from Kellen Warner, making the score 20-13 Hazleton. The second half was all Wilkes-Barre area. It started with a 10-yard touchdown run by Corey Brown, tying the game at 20. Less than 3 minutes later, Noah Taylor would score his second touchdown of the night on an 11-yard run, putting the Wolfpack back in the lead 27-20. And with 8.5 minutes left in the game, Cam Taylor would throw a 12-yard touchdown pass to Malik Robinson for the final score of the night.
Taylor, he's going to throw to the end zone, and it is caught! Touchdown, Wolfpack! 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria! Touchdown, Malik Robinson!
After 21 unanswered points, the Wolfpack would defeat the Cougars with a final score of 34-20. Reporting for WYLN Sports, I'm Ryan Osachi.
Thanks, Ryan, and we would be amiss if we did not say a big happy birthday to our own Mike Lula. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.